It's the Big Moter Small Blade podcast. We're live from Richmond Raceway. It's round 2 of the NASCAR playoffs. I'm Buddy Pulley.
I'm Seth Dolby.
He is, in fact, Seth Dolby. We're here at the Looney Tunes 400. And yeah, this is it. Who you got tonight, buddy?
Dennis
the Menace. I got Kyle the Bleep Larson. Coming from the back, he's going to get it done.
No way.
He doesn't even know. It's Big Moter Small Blade, live from Richmond, and it starts right now! Should have picked a Gibbs guy. Wow. Yeah. Richmond. Second race of the playoffs. Joe fucking Gibbs. They showed up in this race. Holy shit. They ran 1, 2, 3, 4 for a lot of it. And then, I think at any given time throughout the race, 3 of the 4 Gibbs cars probably could have won the race. I guess, we'll start from the top. Right off the bat, going into the start of the race, Truex beats Hamlin to the line by like a country mile. Like, it wasn't even close. Like, who told him that? Who gave him the... What was it? Who's the spotter now? Clayton? Oh, it's not Clayton. Yeah, whoever it is, they need to reassess. Hey, don't beat the 11. Yeah. We've been doing it all year, but don't do it here. Yeah, God. Truex beats Hamlin to the line, gets a penalty right off the bat. Sets him back, but it was proven that kind of set up most of the interesting shit that happened throughout the entire race. Yeah, Truex got that penalty to start out with. Hamlin took the lead. Kurt Busch, he was strong in the early parts of this race, much like he was at Darlington, until he made contact with Ryan Blaney, and good Lord, he knocked the fuck out of that wall going into one there. I mean, you saw it too.
I mean, we saw it happen. We were not that far from it, and it was nasty. Yeah. Nasty wreck.
Yeah.
We'd like to thank Martin Truex Jr. for jumping the start, though. Otherwise, I think there would have been far less stuff to talk about than if he'd stayed behind Hamlin like he was supposed to.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, that Kurt Busch wreck, though, that was, God, it looked eerily similar to Nadu's wreck. That was scary. Then damn Bubba Wallace hits his carcass. And that kind of plays a part in what ended up happening to Bubba Wallace later on in the race. And, God, we noticed after the restart, Hamlin kind of took off there. Chase Elliott was up there. They're kind of swapping the lead back and forth. But something we noticed is they're running a lot lower on the front stretch than I feel like, we normally saw them running at Richmond. Like, I mean, they restarted, and Hamlin was a lane and a half off the bottom. And that was kind of how they ran throughout most of the...
Belda told you that he was a straightaway up off the...
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Bell doesn't know what a lane and a half is.
Yeah, no. And by a lane and a half, we mean a lane and a half, not 3.5 inches. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, we noticed that they were running a lot lower on the straightaway. I don't know what the reasoning for that was. I guess, I'm trying to think of a...
Maybe trying to, like, straight line the straightaway a little bit. Because you kind of come off the corner, stay a little lower. You kind of have a straighter line going to the wall before you get into one. Yeah. Maybe that added something. I don't know. Maybe just everybody had good turn coming off of 4. I don't know. But yeah, a lot less guys are running on the wall on the front than normal.
Yeah, the only thing I couldn't get is I feel like it would screw up your arc getting into one. But I don't. Yeah. There's some sort of reasoning behind it. What I noticed is a lot of guys were doing it. Harvick wasn't doing it. Harvick wasn't doing it at all. I don't know if that's just he wasn't getting a good turn or he's an old school guy and he's like, I wrote near the damn wall. Like, and Kevin Harvick now has a country accent apparently.
Kevin Harvick, California.
But yeah, so that was something interesting that we noticed. Not exactly sure what the reasoning for that was. Hamlin won stage 1 pretty handily. But going into stage 2, him and Chase Elliott started swapping the lead back and forth, and that was an interesting kind of dynamic there because, I mean, Hamlin would fire off well, Chase would get to him, Chase would pass him, and then by the end of the run, Chase Elliott was getting passed by Hamlin again. It was a good back and forth there. And I think something it could be said. I remember him going into Richmond in the spring. They were talking to Chase about how, Hendrick Motorsports as a whole hadn't really run as well at Richmond. I think before Bowman won, it had been 12 years, 12, 13 years since they had won at Richmond. And Chase was certainly better, but Hendrick Motorsports as a whole was not that much better.
Yeah, I mean, Chase was fourth, Larson sixth, and then after that, Bowman was 12th, and Byron were 19th. So yeah, a couple of half of them ran pretty well, not race winning speed, but pretty well, and then the other two were not where they should be at this time of year. Obviously, we'll definitely have to see how they are at Bristol. We know they're really good at Martinsville as far as like the Hendrick short track program. Three of them finished in the top 5 in the spring.
Yeah.
Obviously, we don't have a banker for Bristol because they threw dirt on it last time. So
yeah, and it was just interesting to me that even though Larson finished 6th, that's to be expected. I mean, he finished 14th in the spring. You said 18th in the spring, so they were pretty well. Didn't he have a couple speeding penalties in the spring? No, that was Phoenix. Just kidding. Yeah. Anyway, Hendrick just as a whole seems to struggle at Richmond. It seems like Chase Elliott kind of carried the banner for him, and actually they found some speed, and he had race winning speed at one point in the race. It was kind of him and Hamlin, but I guess that was it was all smoke and mirrors because we didn't know what Truex had until the very end of the race when he finally got back up there. And then going from that, Chase. What ultimately took Chase out of the race was really a mistake on his part. It came down to pit, and I was watching him. He pulls in the box and pulls kind of deep, but not over.
Certainly not over the line, and certainly not enough that it justifies backing up.
Yeah, I was confused on that one because we were sitting like probably not directly in front of Chase's box, but maybe he was like 3 or 4 spaces down. He was a couple feet, and I don't know why Eddie Hunt didn't. I mean, no one told him, "Hey, back up." He backed up off the jack, broke the jack, and ultimately ended his.
That close to the actual stall would be on Gustafson. So yeah, once it gets 10 car lengths away. But yeah, if they don't tell you back up, I don't know why you would.
Yeah. I think he said that a couple of the guys on the box were down off the actual pit box and didn't have the ability to cue the mic. He said something about that in post race when he was talking to Pockers, and that was why he took it upon himself to make an executive decision to back up, and he screwed up.
I mean, you'd think he'd felt the car getting jacked up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
But yeah, because when we saw it initially, we didn't realize that he'd already been jacked up. We just kind of thought the jack broke, or I did. I didn't really see. I didn't see it happen live. So.
No, I saw him.
You saw him back up.
Yeah. Anyway, just another mistake for Chase Elliott. It really kind of took away his chance of winning the race. He never really could get back up there and didn't really get a caution to where he could catch back up and really see if he can make a run at the Gibbs guys.
Were there any cautions in the final stage?
I think, yeah, Bubba
was.
Yeah, Bubba was in the final stage. Yeah, Hamlin won stage 1 and stage 2. And that's something. Denny Hamlin he's been good all year. Obviously, he was second to Larson in the champion or the regular season title, but they have turned up the wig in the playoffs. Yeah. And I think that's something a lot of people overlooked. They didn't think Hamlin was going to. I mean, I know certainly a lot of people.
Well, they've turned it up a little bit, but they were always pretty much there. How many times were they close to winning?
They were close. They're close to winning in the beginning of the year a lot, but I feel like towards the middle section of the year, they kind of fell off a little bit, and they just had such a big points cushion because they finished top 10, so many races in the beginning of the year. But man, they have been lights out, but they've been freaking fast. Freaky fast. So way fast. And Gibbs in general, like, holy shit, dude. I mean, they were, like we said earlier, they were running 1, 2, 3, 4, and it was gonna finish that way. I mean, they finished 1, 2, 3. And this isn't the first time. I mean, they did it a couple years ago, and then Jones got DQ'd. And it may not have been, all 4 of them should have gotten DQ'd, but we're not going to get into that. Anyway, so yeah, then they were running 1, 2, 3, 4 there for a while, and then Kyle Busch speeds on pit road and fucks it all up for everybody. Kyle Busch, yeah, he does suck. He was right. It was a bunch of bullshit cars, bullshit everything. Kyle Busch is right. They have no speed, so he's got to speed on pit road, right?
Oh, that speed worked in the sim, according to Kyle. So, yeah.
Yeah. In the sim, they don't make you do a drive-through, so I guess that's what he was going for. Bubba Wallace, right before that, he hit the wall. He had damage from earlier in the race, which I think he had some right front damage from when he hit Kurt Busch's carcass, but I don't know if that was. I think he had contact with another car which ultimately cut the tire down. Tough break for Bubba. Ross Chastain, dude. I mean, what the fuck? Like,
2022 Cup Series champion Ross Chastain for. No, I'm kidding.
Don't write that down. Write that down. God, that's a terrible take. No, they've been super good. I think. Scorching hot take. Caitlin Larson hot take. You see, Sam. Yeah, so Ross has been super good. Ganassi's turned up the wick here. I mean, Kurt's been solid, the past couple months, but Ross has been, he finished, third, fourth, fifth, wherever the fuck at Darlington. The third? Okay. And then he ended up seventh here, but he was, at one point he was second or third. I guess Ganassi, they figured they got a lock on this IndyCar title, so, they're going to throw everything they got at the Cup title. Or not the Cup title, but winning Cup races in their last 8 starts.
Could still win the Cup title.
Kurt's going to need some help. Yeah. Then Martin Truex won, which it was a rather lackluster, low attrition race, so it's typical of the type of races Truex wins, it seems like. It's a, typical Martin Truex. Yeah, if he hadn't had that penalty, he probably would have stunk up the show. He led 80 laps, even coming back from that penalty at the start. Denny Hamlin led nearly half the race. Chase Elliott early in the race was his real big contender, but Kyle Busch definitely was probably going to win had he not had that speeding penalty. Bullshit. Yeah, everything's bullshit. Playoff grid. It's so Darlington. We had high attrition. We saw Byron, Bowman, kind Kyle Busch, Chase Elliott, they all had trouble at Bell. They all had trouble at Darlington. Kurt Busch is the only guy who really had trouble here today. I mean, he knocked the wall down early, and high attrition versus low attrition, and
that hurt for Kurt too, because he was 25. He was 25 up coming into yesterday, and he didn't get any stage points. He finished last, right? Or second? 37. Yeah. So 1 point that took him from 25 to the good to on the cut line. So yeah, just one cut tire, and it just changes your outlook so much.
Yeah, Chase Elliott knows that.
That's why the playoffs are so great.
Exactly. Yeah, like you said, it was kind of interesting dynamic the first couple of races of the year. We saw a lot of high, like natural attrition rate of guys just wrecking, blowing a tire, having issues, and then very low attrition rate. A lot of green flag racing. I think there's only two cautions for incident with the Bubba and Kurt. I think we're the only two. Yeah, and I don't know. I was cool with it. 750 package. It was fun. They were slipping and sliding. You can see them. I mean, damn. You can see them coming off 4, and they about bust it loose and almost lose it several times. But back to the playoff grid. Like I said, McDowell 38 back. He's going to need an IndyCar at Portland style turn 1 pilot with the top 25 cars in order for him to make it through Bristol. Byron 18 out. I had him going to the round of 8, didn't you as well? Yeah. He's, like I said, 18 out. He's gonna need some help at Bristol. He's definitely has a shot, but he's gonna need some help. And I don't know that Bristol's necessarily been a strong track for Billy B.
I'm not entirely sure about the history of Byron at Bristol, but I know he cannot have a race like Blaney had last year for Bristol in the fall. Well, Blaney needed about 18 points, if I remember correctly, and then he goes and runs like crap during the first 2 stages and doesn't do anything. So,
well, listen, man, he won that damn iRacing dirt race earlier at Bristol. I think that's really going to come into play, and I think William Byron, I think Baby Jesus he's gonna take him right to the front.
Well, don't forget he won the iRace last year when we were still on lockdown and on pavement. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to change my pick for Bristol. I mean, fucking William Byron, man. Fuck him. Yeah. No reason. Just fuck him. Tyler Reddick, 5 points out. Anything can happen. I feel like if you're anywhere from 10th to 14th, Reddick is 5 points out. Bowman's tied with Kurt Busch right on the cut line. Kurt's got the higher finish in the round, so he's got tiebreaker right now. Almirola's 3 points up. Busch is 8 points up. And then Keselowski's got a small cushion at 13. I had him out in the round of 16, and he's running just good enough to stay in. Bell plus 17. That was another guy I didn't think was going to make it through, just because I felt like he had the speed a lot of times. He just inconsistent. And then Elliott, he's right where he needs to be.
Yeah. Like, I'd love to say anybody who called or said Kyle Busch was basically done after Darlington, I'd like to let them know that was probably the 3rd worst take I've ever seen. I saw the worst take of all time yesterday, but that's irrelevant. That shit was hilarious. Check out my Instagram if you want to see it.
This guy said that because Martin Truex won.
No, because he drives away.
Oh, because he drove away. Yeah. That the 750 package is garbage, and that we should never use it again, and it's the worst package they've ever had in NASCAR.
I would love to know his alternative for a short track. Yeah.
That's some Brad Keselowski, I'm going to design the all-star format level stupidity.
I'll never get over that either. I'll never get over Brad designing the All-Star race, but that's
Like,
irrelevant.
dude, like, what sort of bitch thinks that's a hell of an idea? We might have to cut that part out. We just bleep it. That's fine. I don't understand that one. I don't even know where the hell we were. Oh, Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott 7th. He's Clyde. He's right. It's solid run at Bristol. He's in. Harvick plus 25. He was what was he? Minus 20.
Coming in,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
Minus 20 coming in. He's plus 25 going into Bristol. Hasn't been lights out, but I mean, led laps at Darlington. Finished 4th. 4th or 5th? 4th.
Darlington?
No, he finished 5th. And then last night, he ended up 6th? 8th. Oh, yeah, Kyle Busch was 9th. Yeah. Ended up 8th. And I feel like that wasn't even indicative of where he was. I felt like he ran somewhere between 5th and 7th, 8th the entire race.
It was a little harder to tell last night because in that last stage, there were guys running 2-stop strategy. There's guys running 1-stop strategy. Harvick was on the 1-stop, if I remember correctly. Some guys inexplicably staying out 5 laps longer, even though they weren't fast enough to make it up.
Yeah. Well, and that was something you were saying about Kyle Larson last night. Is you didn't understand why Kyle was or why Cliff was hanging him out there for a while. What did I say last night? I said that
Obviously, the point of doing that is to catch a yellow, but I feel like if you're going to do that, you got to. It felt like they kind of half committed to that. They're like, we'll stay out 5 more laps, but we're not going to stay out the extra 15 or 20 that you'd really kind of need.
But like you said this last night that they would only break even. I felt like that was the goal. If it was like run a few laps, run to where we felt like even if we wait a little bit, we could still break even, but don't, but wait a little bit. See if we catch that yellow, get that track position, but don't wait long enough to where if we pit now, we've lost so much track position that we're not going to be able to make it up. I still feel like Larson's missing something in his first couple races.
Darlington?
He wasn't lights out. Like we said last week, I didn't feel like he was lights out fast.
I don't think he's been as lights out as people think he has been all year. As far as, they've been lights out, but I don't think they've been as far ahead of other people's.
That's true. Chase Elliott had him fucking covered at Watkins Glen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Never mind.
Yeah.
Disregard that.
I can't even. I'll take ridiculous hot takes for 9,000, Alex.
It's right up there. What's that? 3? We'll put a hot take counter right there.
3, or did you do 3?
You said Ross was gonna win the title. Then you said, and then we talked about that guy who said the 750 package was bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Public enemy number 1.
That wasn't our take.
Public enemy number 1 of the pod. I think we have our first public enemy number 1 of the pod right there.
That guy.
Yeah. He is not a fan of big motor small blades. So, yeah, that. Ryan Blaney plus 28. He's not choking. Yeah. I guess you're right. Yeah.
They're still talking.
Yeah. Blaney's plus 28. Logano's plus 40. I mean, Logano's, I would imagine, unless something catastrophic happens at Bristol, he's pretty much in. Larson's advanced because he was 4.5 million points ahead of everybody else. Truex and Hamlin are in due to wins. Yeah. I guess I want to revise my people that are going to be out in the next round. I think Almirola is going to fall out. I think Byron's going to fall out. I think McDowell's going to be out.
So you got Bowman and Reddick going in, getting into the transfer spot.
I think Brad's going to be out.
Still think he's going to be out. I think Brad squeaks in.
All right, who you got? Who's the original 4, and then who you think?
My original 4 out?
Yeah.
I had Reddick, McDowell, Almirola, and I think I did have Brad.
Yeah,
so
you had Bellman and I had Bellman.
I'll revise that. I think Brad gets in, and I think Kurt's out.
Yeah, Kurt's out.
I think Kurt's out just because, I mean, like we saw it this week. They were bad fast, but it just takes something, and when you have no cushion.
That's true, but it is Kurt Busch at Bristol.
Oh, yeah.
I think for that, I still think he gets in. I think
it's likely he gets in, but him being in that position, it's going to encourage him to send it, and it's shit like that ends up with you towed out.
I don't think he's going to have to send it. I think he's going to keep an eye on who's right there, and I think he's going to be able to get in by that. I think Bowman, they got to execute. They have to unload off the truck good, and they have to execute. Reddick, I feel like if they could keep Reddick out of the wall, I think he has a shot of going through. It's going to be interesting. I mean, hell, you never know. Kyle Busch might have an issue, and some bullshit issue, and he might end up out. Going back to the results at Richmond, a couple notables, non-playoff guys. Obviously, we talked about Ross Chastain and how good he's been in the first couple races. Austin Dillon ended up 11th. That's kind of expected. They've been pretty good here at Richmond. Briscoe had a solid run, 16th. Suarez, 17th. Another top 20 for him. Benedetto, and then kind of on throughout the field, everybody kind of finished about where they were. Quinn Houff wasn't as in the way. I have a theory about Quinn Houff. We were campaigning his retirement tour. I don't think. I think he's going to go to Rick Ware Racing. I think they're gonna hire him.
Aren't they going down to 1 charter though next year?
I think it was 1 or 2.
Well, if it's 2, then it'll be Cody and Quinn.
I think.
Also known as the Dream Team.
The Dream Team. Remember, nightmares are also dreams. I don't know. I think, what I think will happen. This is obviously riveting conversation talking about the Rick Ware cars.
This is why people tune in.
Yeah, of course. Fuck the playoffs. Fuck Kyle Larson. Fuck everything. This is it. Rick Ware Racing, Quinn Houff, all the scandals.
Big Motor Small Blade podcast? No. Rick Ware Racing podcast.
Yeah, Rick Ware is gonna own all the teams in NASCAR eventually. He's gonna flub it a little bit. He's gonna have 10 different teams. He's gonna have Rick Ware Racing, Dick Ware Racing, Prick Ware Racing, Trick Ware Racing, Tick Ware Racing, Brick Ware Racing. They're gonna win the Brickyard. Stick Ware Racing. Quickware Racing, Frickware Racing, and
Cody Ware, Rick Ware Racing.
Cody Ware, Rick Ware Racing. With Quinn Houff. Yeah. And they're also, I hear, this is, all right, listen, guys, I'm going to tell you some insider information. You can't tell anybody, all 25 people that watched the last podcast, you can't tell anybody. But I heard.
I watched it 3 times.
Oh, okay. I also watched it 3 times, so 18. Fuck. Fuckers. But insider information. Don't tell nobody. All right, I'm going to trust you. I'm going to get real close to the camera. I heard that all the stormtroopers in Star Wars were actually Quinn Houff.
Buddy, you know they're all different heights, right?
Some of them had a little bit more caffeine as children.
That's not how growth works.
I've been blaming my height on caffeine my whole life. Shit. But yeah, we think all the stormtroopers, Star Wars, obviously Quinn Houff. Yeah, and I think what they're gonna do. Like I said, Rick Ware's gonna own all the teams in NASCAR, and they're gonna clone Quinn Houff.
I mean, obviously, if you have the opportunity to clone the best driver in the sport, you ignore that and clone Quinn Houff anyway. Yeah. Who's the second best, of course?
I'm prepared to pay Tree Fitty if someone can make me a Quinn the fuck Houff name rail sticker.
Going on the car?
Going on my car. I will do it. Anyway, where the hell did we go off on this fucking Raceway Racing Quinn Houff tangent? Anyway, that's probably a sign that we need to get going here. It's been a long. Oh, Junior! Junior came back and fucked himself. He Xfinity race. We're not gonna get too much into it. Some dude won. Xfinity Clyde won. And yeah, but Dale Jr. he came back. Our Lord and Savior, Dale the fuck Earnhardt Jr. Yeah. Okay. And he he was running all right. He got up to about he was running like 5th to 8th, and then he decided he was gonna stay out.
No tires, just gas.
No tires, just gas. You need tires, you idiot. He ended up falling way back, and then he got a speeding penalty. And
here's how that conversation went down. Track position is magic, man.
So yeah, he ended up like 19th. Anyway, yeah.
Sad Dale Jr. fan noises.
Sad Dale Jr. fan noises. But yeah, break out the old AC Delt. Respect the drip, yo. Anyway, yeah, that is Big Moter Small Blade from Richmond, from the studio. Hopefully next week or the week after we'll actually have the studio ready to go. What?
Are we ready to throw it to Buddy Police Party?
I thought you were going to say something pivotal.
I don't know what I'm going to say, but I know it's going to be pivotal.
Damn it. That's not what I thought. Anyway, this is Big Moter Small Blade Richmond review. We'll see you at the track next week at Bristol for the 3rd race in a row.
We're going to be tired. But now it's time
for a Buddy Pulley Safari. Cut. We're walking through the campground here at Richmond. Seth just pointed out something. There are no rules here on the Buddy Pulley Safari. We were talking about what do we cut out? What do we not? What can we use? What can't we use? No rules, just right. We're like Outback Steakhouse, guy. Yeah. So this is Buddy Pulley Safari, Big Moter Small Blade podcast. We're out here at Richmond Raceway. Here with my boy Mike, rocking the dope-ass Bill Elliott Georgia Rocket t-shirt, McDonald's. Damn, where'd you get that, man?
It was my old man's t-shirt. I mean, hell, this shirt's as old as me.
As old as you? How old are you?
26, came out in 95. I came out in 95.
Holy shit. That's the way to do it right there, bud. What brings you to Richmond today?
Oh, we've been season ticket holders for years. I mean, me and my buddy Kyle, we come down here every year, man. We've been doing it big time.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. You said you and your buddy Kyle? Where's Kyle at? Come here, Kyle. Come here, Kyle. Now, you got a little bit of mismatch going on. What's up with this?
I'm on a different shirt later, too, man. I got Kyle Larson. I got Chris Bell. I got it all, dude. I like all the young drivers.
All right, this guy needs to pick a guy. All right, help him pick a guy. Who's he going to pick?
I'm hoping he'll pick Kyle. Two Kyles, Kyle Busch and Kyle Larson. I'll take it.
You're never going to guess what my name is. It's Kyle.
It's Kyle. It's Kyle, and you're not pulling for Kyle. Okay, you are pulling for the cool. Okay.
Those are my two main guys.
Okay. Three Kyles. Three Kyles. There's so many Kyles.
I was named after Kyle Petty.
Yeah, I may or may not have picked Kyle Larson to win this race tonight. Yeah. Yeah. No. I picked Denny Hamlin to win also last week. I got it right I didn't want him. Yeah. But yeah. All right, cool. How long you been coming here, Kyle?
As long as he has. We've been 2014, I think was our first year.
2014. Who won your first race?
Logano.
Logano won that?
Yeah, Joey Logano.
That sucks.
Lawson spun on the first lap, and Logano went on to win the race.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
All I know is I had a good time. I was really too young to remember. Yeah, fuck Logano.
General consensus. Hold on. What's the question?
So why did Jimmy Johnson win every race for 5 years straight?
That's Dover.
That's a hell of a question. Listen, guy, I used to go to Charlotte. Well, I still go to Charlotte, but I went to Charlotte every year, and I've seen that motherfucker win like 15 times, so I understand.
I was at the 2003 All-Star race with my old man when Jimmy Johnson won his first All-Star race, and that led him to his tear. Yeah.
And then you were at his last win too.
Yeah, I was at his last.
Dover.
I was at his last win when he won it though. I mean, I guess the what do they call it? The shootout or the Busch Clash. That don't count because it started.
I was there, and I don't even count it. Yeah. Boo, Clash, boo. Go back to Daytona. Don't go to L.A. But what I tell you earlier, what are we doing? What are we doing here, Mike?
What I'm saying is, big motor, small blade, drink up.
And we're doing what? We're bringing what back?
We are bringing Winston back, baby.
Hell yeah! All right, so they're wondering what we want to talk about. This is Buddy Pulley Safari. We just said there's no rules here. Okay. We're like Outback Steakhouse. No rules, just right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm here with Coda. Coda, who's going to win tonight?
Chase fucking Elliott.
Chase fucking Elliott. All right. Who you got, man? Hold on.
Anybody but Kyle Busch isn't fucking go.
Anybody but KFB. Anybody but KFB. 100%. Who you got, man?
I'm thinking Kyle Larson. The kid's on fire. He's absolutely on fire, man. The kid's driving his heart out.
Is Kyle Larson gonna win? Try to not pull a Bills and win tonight. Yeah. Now, my boy Fred, I've been looking for a corn can for God knows how long, and my man Fred said he'll hook me up with a corn can.
I got you, man. Hey, I just opened up a fresh one right here, man. But you are more than welcome to fucking chug this shit with me, my guy. Hey, right here. Hey, that's yours. That's yours. Hold on, let me finish mine.
Busch, baby.
There it is.
Oh! Oh, he thought he had it, bro.
Bill's Mafia.
Bill's Mafia. Hey, guys, what's going on?
Woo!
Yeah, that's right.
We're partying with the boys. We're partying. The Bills Mafia are here in Richmond, and we all know Kevin Harvick's gonna win tonight. Listen, we can pretend Denny's gonna win tonight. Look, hey, no, I said it right here on this podcast. He was gonna win last week, and he did.
And he did.
He did. Now,
Denny's gonna win tonight.
No, he's not.
Well, you see, I've been rubbing the crystal ball, and it wasn't Denny Hamlin. I'm sorry to. Yeah.
Hey, is it the corn juice right there? Is it the corn juice? Is that shit getting in you?
I don't know, man. The corn juice is. I picked someone else, but I don't know. The corn juice is flowing. Who's my pick tonight? Young Money, Kyle the fuck Larson.
We got your mama.
Oh! Let's fucking go! Woo! Fuck yeah, cut that. So Bob Ross is at Richmond right now. Bob Ross is here at Richmond Raceway right now. The man himself. He's about to smoke the happy tree. I can't say what that actually is, but he's about to do it. We're here with Dan at Richmond, and who are we pulling for today, Dan?
Tonight, we're early in the day, we're playing for Dale Jr., but right now we're pulling for probably Kyle Larson or Elliott.
Kyle Larson or Elliott tonight, but who were we pulling for earlier?
Dale Jr.
Dale who?
Dale, yeah.
Woo! Woo! Oh, yeah. You said you were there when he won the 500?
I was there when Dale Jr. won the 500. It was one of the best days of my life.
Yeah? Yeah. I was standing at home crying with my mom in front of the TV, so excited about all this.
It was a rain delay. It was about 6-7 hours. We had to sit there and wait for it. And it was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. Like, he came back, he won that race. Everybody in the whole stadium was going crazy. It was unbelievable.
Now, you're personal friends with Dale Earnhardt Jr. Been to Dirty Mo Acres and everything.
Yep, hung out with him a couple times. And Dale, he's a class act, man. We all be partying together, man. Dale's the man.
Yeah. Well, hey, man, let's get Dale Jr. out here. See what we can do.
Well, he's in the booth right now. We can't do it.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, hey, listen, we got the hook up here. Anytime we want Junior on the podcast, this man's going to help us get that. Can I get a go Junior from everybody in the crowd?
Hey, let's go, Joe Junior!
Go Junior! Woo!
Hey, thanks, buddy.
Thank you. Hell yeah. Hey, it's Buddy again. We're here with man Corey with the best shirt in Richmond right now because we got it going on right here, twinning right here. How long you been coming to Richmond, Corey?
This is my first Richmond race, actually.
First Richmond race? Same here, man. Same here. What other races you go to?
Dover, Talladega, and Bristol.
Dover, Talladega. Nice mix right there. Nice mix right there. All right, cool. How long you been coming to races?
Oh, I've been coming to races for at least 20 years now.
20 years? Oh, shit. Damn, almost more than me. Shit. All right, cool. What's the coolest race you've ever seen in person?
I have to say my Bristol race 2 years ago.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's when Kyle wrecked, in the first 20 laps, and he ended up coming back to win that sumbitch.
Yeah? We're talking about Kyle Busch, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah, because Larson hasn't won. Oh, yeah, damn. Oh, no, don't talk to the cameraman like that.
The who? I say real Kyle.
The real Kyle, yeah, KFB, man. Yeah, who you think's going to win tonight?
Tonight? It's going to be a toss-up tonight. It's hard to say. Watching that Xfinity race earlier, it's tires are going to come down to it, and traction going to change once it cools down. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. You think Harvick's going to pull through?
I tell you what, I think he's going to keep it going, and he's going to he might make a smoke run here at the championship. So.
Hey, we'd love to see it. We'd love to see it. What do you want to say before we cut off here?
For the win.
For the win. Damn right. For the cup. For the cup. Here we are at Richmond Raceway. Post-race. That was a race.
It was a race.
JGR mollywopped the field tonight.
Yeah, they would have had a 1, 2, 3, 4 without Kyle Busch, screwing it all up.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Let's see if we can get him going. Hold on. Fuck Kyle Busch! I got him going a little bit. We had a chant going earlier. Yeah, Kyle Busch derped and screwed up a JGR 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. He don't want
Yeah. So, how'd our picks go, Guy?
Could have been a little better. I had it last week for this week, but
I picked Larson. So the streak's over. The streak ends at 1 week. I did not.
Fucking a toe-to-so.
Fucking a toe-to-so, like you said. Yeah, Seth is the king of picking the wrong guy, or the right guy at the wrong week. You picked. What did you pick? You picked Truex last week and Hamlin this week, and so you're just derping up. Richmond is nuts, I'm telling you guys. It was a fun time. It was our first time here at Richmond. I had a great time.
I had a good time. It was fun.
Yeah.
First 2 stages were better than the last, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
That's racing. It's a short track race.
Dim the brakes. Oh, yeah. All right, cool. That's it. Big Moter Smol Blade from Richmond. Night.